I'm from Tucson, Arizona. That's where I grew up. I came down to Mexico when I was 22, I guess, when I finished university. And I was interested in the Zapatistas. I had done some research on them in college. And so I decided to go on this political caravan that they were doing that went all over the country. And went on that, and also was interested in getting into journalism, and wrote a couple things about the caravan and about the Zapatista movement. And then I came down to Guatemala and was traveling and really fell in love with the place, and came back the next year, and I've been here for about 8 years. My background before I became a journalist was in environmental studies and geography, so I guess that's where the traveling bug comes in. I was always kind of having trouble figuring out what I wanted to do with my life because I'm interested in pretty much everything. So then I found journalism, and it's perfect because that's exactly what you get to do, is kind of delve into everything and learn about things that you'd never get a chance otherwise. Central America has sort of been a forgotten region since the wars ended here, but there's so much going on still, and a lot of it is linked to the United States, and so that's interesting to me. I don't know how much I believe in complete objectivity in journalism. You know, of course, we all have a background that we come from, and we all have things that we feel intensely about, and I think journalists especially. So here we go. In the interest of full disclosure, I think that, you know, things like poverty and injustice, I don't think there's two sides on those things. I think that we as a society should have decided by now that these are things that we're going to be against. I feel the same thing about the environment. I remember once I was doing a story about a gold mine here in Guatemala, and went with a friend of mine to interview some people at the company, and she found out later that somebody at the company had said she was a little green, and she was really upset about it, and she took it as an offense that she wasn't, she wasn't an unbiased journalist, and that she had swayed too far on the side of environmentalists in her story. And I thought it was ridiculous, because what's wrong with being green? Shouldn't we all be green at this point? Shouldn't companies be concerned about being green? So there it is.